It's Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Clobberin time! Clobberanimo! Clobberanimo!
Yeah, Clobberanimo indeed. Hey! It's been a long time. Been a while, folks. Good to see y'all. Good to see you here tonight. Welcome, of course, to part 2 of our epic 2-part adventure tonight. Double feature. Clobberin Times issue number 592 on YouTube, 1,292 overall. Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk. Our usual time, of course, open geek foolishness, of course, open comics talk. As long as it's covered in comics talk, then then it qualifies. But I want to first, of course, thank the great J-Man for hanging out with me earlier tonight. What a fantastic time I had hanging out with him, as we always do, on Earth B. Lots of fun. Thank you kindly, J-Man. Always just, I don't know how we'll top it, man, but we'll find something to top it. It was great stuff, great fun. Our old Bob Haney always delivers. So that was, of course, great fun. Show notes. Of course, let's see. Again, Tuesdays and Thursday nights, as always, over at Midnight's Edge After Dark with Tom and that great group over there, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. When we have him, I don't know if we will this night. We never know for sure. But on Wednesday nights, my good buddy Stone Loki's channel for the Comic Book Roundtable. It's always great fun. I don't know if he's having that this week, but we will have it. We will have it happen. That will be amazing. As always, let's see here. And then, of course, Wednesday night on our Wild Card Wednesday night here at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Clobberin Times, the great retro blasting Michael French returns. As always, he's just so much fun, such a great guy, a longtime friend of this channel, as we were a friend of his. And he has an amazing, if you haven't been to retro blasting, you got to try it out. It's great. And so I'm looking forward to visiting with my good buddy Michael French, talking, well, we'll just talk whatever there is to talk about, because he's a great fellow, and I am looking forward to that as always, hanging out with my good buddy Michael. Then, of course, on Thursday night, same clubby time as it'll be the clubhouse with my wonderful first officer, Commander R.M. Briggs, and our great chief engineer, Mark D. with a C. We will have another reviews of Tales of Tomorrow, Jerry Anderson's UFO, and maybe in a little Star Trek comic review as well. And then, of course, Friday nights I hang out with my good buddy Nick Weiser, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser on his great channel at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at the Friday Night Comic Shop Talk. And that's always a great time. And then, of course, every Saturday night, it's Saturday Night Star Trek here on Clobberin Times. As always, my wonderful first officer and I bring you 4 episodes of Star Trek. In this case, you're season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, nearing the end of that show. And so that is on Saturday nights, what a time we have. And I'm always hanging out with my good buddy Mark DeWitz on his channel on Sunday nights for the Geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with him last night doing that, of course. And it is much appreciated that he has me on here. So how about some shout-outs, shall we? As always, the great Eric K., who I do believe popped in earlier. Yo, brother, thank you for popping in earlier. And I hope if you're out there now hearing me, because I can't see the chat at the moment. It's great to always talk to the Bronze Wrencher, the great Vindicator Wrench of the North, Chris Persia. My friend, thanks for everything you do. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Hey, buddy. Lord Thoth, and shout out to the lovely Lady Thoth. Avon lives, long live the Legion, my friend. Well, the aforementioned great J-Man, partner in Crime on Earth B, fellow Legionnaire, reviewer extraordinaire, and Wrench Without Fear, J-Man. Hungry Boy, master of the claw, Boney. Kal-El, the Super Wrench. Always a pleasure to have you, my friend, Maddie's daddy. Hey, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope Maddie's doing well. Thor in Vegas, and of course, Fanty Outsidey, the Rascally Wrench, and our own music meister, Maximum Redstone. And to everyone else, the secret is to bang the rocks together, guys. Let's see who else is here with us tonight. Hang on. Brian Hepburn. Hello there, Brian. Good to see you. Dave G. Sound. Hey, man. Always good to have you here. Gwagnar. What's up, buddy? Gasp. Choke. It's Clobberin Times. Pat S. Brother. Hey, buddy. Good to see you again, man. Bop. Let's see who else is here. Who else is here? J.J. Kirk, what's up, my friend? Hey. Your Muslim uncle, hello there. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Hope you and your whole family are doing well. And so far, that's everyone that I can see. Abigar's here. I'm sorry, Abigar. I almost missed you. Bad eyesight, my friend. But it's good to see you, Abigar. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can get some energy here. By finishing off the last of my ice cream. Maybe that helped. Abigail says, make mine Rippaverse. I can respect that big time. Rippaverse is ripping it up, doing great. Big congratulations to Eric July on that. Incredible. Did I just say slobbering times? No, but I'm for slobbering if that's what you got to do. Masters Maniac Mexico MMM, what's up, sir? I hope you're doing better, buddy. All right. Sorry, I needed a little pick-me-up there. And now, I need water. Let me drink some water here. So that I can grab it then. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, there you go. What a fun time it was on Earth B, though. Abigail, I take it you are you have I believe didn't Rippaverse go on the second issue went up on sale today, right? And it's doing bang up business. Want to understand? JT Kirk says, Clobberin Times, did you get a chance to pre-order one of the ISM number 2 yet? I have not. I don't have I never got the number 1, JT. I meant to. Just things would come up that I haven't really been able to, financially speaking, can't do anything like that right now without going into anything too personal or whatever. So I have every respect for it, and one of these days maybe I'll be able to grab it. And if it's out there somewhere, but I have not yet been able to pick it up yet, so I haven't read it. One of these days I will try, but right now I can't really not afford one of those right now. So, but I'm very happy about how well it's doing. I'm glad to see that. I think that's fantastic. I'm a big fan of Eric July's channel and everything, and I have a lot of friends who have backed it and have done well with it and enjoyed it. Well, so, and it's done well, and everyone seems very happy with it. So, I just think it's fantastic. Yeah. And so, if you're able to do that and back something like that, I'm glad you are all doing it, and I'm glad you're all enjoying it. That's definitely the way to go with. I mean, that's what comics are right now. I mean, the creator-owned, crowdfunded stuff is just doing so well right now, and proving that there is an audience for this art form, this wonderful, seemingly dying art form. And so, I could not be happier. So there we go. And I don't know. I mean, is anybody else? Obviously, Abigor is a fan. JT Kirk must be buying it as well. So I guess a few of our friends here have it. I know a lot of my friends have bought it. So that's pretty damn cool. Beats any new comics coming out. Well, and it's not dying. Marvel and DC murdered it. It says Phantom Outsider. Yeah, pretty much. They really did. They really did. They don't. Well, they killed it for themselves anyway. I mean, obviously, there's still a lot of people that do buy them. Steven says, have you ever spoken to Eric July directly online? If you don't mind you saying so, sir, I think he might make for an excellent guest. I don't mind at all. I would love to talk to him. Bush Pan Down. Hey there. I don't think so. I think I've online a couple of times on Twitter exchanged a few things. Back when he did his Justice League thing right before the Snyder Butt, he did a really great video talking about the history of the Justice League, and I corresponded a little bit on that. But no, I've never talked to him, unfortunately. He's a very busy man. He's I mean, you're right. He'd make a great guest for any show, but I'm not in his league, buddy. I thank you for that. He never talked to he goes on the big guy, with the big guys, and rightly so. I'm not in his league, but he talks to Gary and those guys like that, and as well he should. And then Van Skyvers and stuff. I'm not in his league, but I thank you for that, Kal-El. He's great. So, and I love his channel. I watch his channel and watch his videos, and he's making a difference, and he's big time stuff. Absolutely, I'm glad he's doing so well. Really am. I mean, that's good for everybody if you love the art form. The fact that they've found. Oh, hey, Bush Pan Down says 2 shows in one day. Astonishing Fellows 25. The first Deathlock. I guess I mean Deathlock 1. So you're saying you Oh, okay. Yes, I did too. The hey, Dad Man Walking. Good to see you, buddy. I see what you mean. I was confused there for a second. I thought you meant you went to some shows. No, on Monday, the second Monday of every month, I do 2 shows. And Astonishing Tales 25, Deathlock 1. So the first appearance of Deathlock. Okay, I got you. Well, I love Deathlock. Dad Man, what's up, buddy? All right, Jay, man, just good to see you there, buddy. Thank you for being here, man. And again, had a great time earlier, bro. Thank you so much, man. It's always fantastic to hang out with you. But yes, Bush, I do the 2 shows on the B Monday of every month, the double feature. And now I got to dig up another Bob Haney Earth B classic for us to do soon. And I think there's a pretty I don't know about inexhaustible supply, but there's a pretty deep reservoir of stuff to continue to draw on for our Bob Haney fun. Pretty sure. Bob has been around a long time. Bob likes a big room, sir. Was he something or what? 2 Gun Bob. No, I'm sorry. They should call him something. They should have a nickname for Earth B Bob, maybe, because 2 Gun Bob was Robert E. Howard. What's that, Chris? Another Zane Haney tonight? Oh, soon. Yeah, soon. Yeah, no, not another one tonight. No, one the second Monday of every month now. The B Monday for Earth B. Because Bob was special. Yeah. And now I'm trying to figure out. Well, for everyone, those who know, I'm going to be reviewing a Star Trek comic on the Clubhouse every week. I'm not sure which one to review this week. I think I might do Debit of Honor. I like to call it Debit of Honor for the fun of it. Debt of Honor. But I better tell Mark and Raquel very quickly which one it's going to be. It's kind of a long read. Maybe we'll just do Echoes. We'll see. But all I want to read now is just, well, I've been rereading Astro City a bit. I've been rereading, obviously the Legion, Silver Age Legion, with J-Man and Sean, and of course these Bob Haney books. And next, now let's see, and once a month now, I will review one out of the blue like that. Hey, Ironhide. Good to see you, Ironhide 84. Once a month, I'll be, I'm going to review. I've started reviewing the Defenders and then some random comic. Because why not, right? But it's weird. I just want to stay in the Bronze Age right now. I'm just having like a Bronze Age junkie. Those are my favorite comics to read right now. I don't know, man. Does anyone have a favorite era? In fact, wait, don't answer that. I'll ask it through the poll. I've done this before. Well, you'll see it in a second. All right, you'll see this in a second. Sorry to type at you, but I can't remember the last time I've done it. So don't answer until you fill this out, of course. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. Now, that's done. I want to see what you put in there. Okay. I tell you what, it's tough to come up with good poll questions sometimes because I've done not so many, but enough to where, like, man, I don't know. What do I want to ask? What do I want to ask? What do I want to ask? But this is one I probably have not done in a while. And some people don't even have a favorite age. During Silver and Bronze Ages, there was an explosion of characters that dwarfed what the Golden Age started. Yeah. In Fantasy, someone once said, and then, well, bear in mind, they said this back in maybe I think people were saying this back in the 80s and 90s. They would say, Bush Panel, say, what are your, okay, I'll give you the ranges. Let's see here. What are your year ranges for Golden? Just start with, you can start anywhere before when comics really actually started with Famous Funnies in 1930, 33, 34, whatever it was. Or if you want to just start with Superman, you can. And that goes to 1954 or 5, whatever. And I say, oh, yeah, I put Cooper instead of Copper. Yep. Disregard the Cooper age because I meant to put Copper and then I screwed it up. Maybe I'll take that down. I'm going to start it over again. Going to start it over again because I screwed it up. All right. So anyway, Bush, basically, and then you start around the mid 50s for the Silver Age, and you end in 1970 when Jack Kirby left Marvel to go to DC, and then you go to like 86 or so, Crisis on Infinite Earths in the Bronze Age, which I think the Bronze Age, in some ways, extends a little bit beyond that, but. That's basically yeah. So, age. I'm doing this all over again because I'm an idiot. All right. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm just, man, I'm very tired, very under the weather today. Not getting any sleep, and my eyes are killing me for some reason. And I was on the road all day. I ate my socks. I don't even like calling it Copper Age, just a silly. But let's just call it Copper. Anything after 1987. All right, so we'll just call it Copper. So now you can vote again if you even care. You don't have to vote. Thank you, Brian, for pointing that out for me. I appreciate that. All right. Darcipio. There you go. Yes. Well, There were hardly any iconic characters that were original. All copper were derivatives. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They say most of the great characters, most of the great comic characters. Again, this is I didn't say this. I'm saying they used to say this a lot back in the late 80s and into the 90s that were all created before 1970. Now, as far as superheroes, that's mostly more or less true. Then people can start naming all these other cool characters that came after that. And you can. I know Wolverine. I know some of the members of the new X-Men. There were other good. Yeah, there were good characters after 1970. No one's saying there wasn't. But I think most of the greatest superheroes, because archetypes are fairly difficult to come by, I think were created before 1970. Again, like I said, no one's saying that's 100%. But I see what you're saying, Fanty, and I don't disagree. Like I said, after the Bronze Age ended, there were hardly any kind of characters or all original derivatives. Yes, I mean, yeah. So, Deathlock's one of them. Deathlock's a pretty cool character, but again, like I love Nova, but we know he's just a ripoff of a combo ripoff of Green Lantern and Spider-Man. But still love Nova. So hey, it's pretty cool. It doesn't matter. So now let me see if it got any traction on there. See if we got any votes now. Okay, now I 12 votes. Okay. Whoa, bronze. Man, don't let me prejudice it. But I'm seeing a lot of bronze. Now, if I'm being honest, comic book art began to take shape and become at its best in the latter half of the Silver Age, in my opinion. The Iron Pirate era. People thought of comics from the era would be worth a lot, but most were worth the cover price. Guagnor, yeah, I hear you. A lot of the best creations and art, a lot of the best creations, gold and silver. A lot of the best art, later Silver Age. But some of it just all came together in the Bronze Age so well. And there was a lot of great art in the Bronze Age as well. But obviously, when you grew up in that era, of course, you're going to be a little biased. That's exactly right. Chris Persia says there are a lot of Bronze Age babies in here, and one always loves what they grow up with. That's exactly right. I mean, so many of us, even though I was born in the Silver Age, like I always say, by the time I was riding my bike to the 7-Eleven or the drugstore or whatever to get comics, it was bronze all the way. It was the Bronze Age. This way it was, baby. As an example, after the creation of the new X-Men, let's see. Damn it. The New Mutants. What breakaway copper character is there as an X-Man? No, you're right. I mean, look, Wolverine was big in the bronze, and after that, but after him, no, not really. You're right. Name a character in the 70s that was created in the 70s, other than Wolverine, who went on to popularity in the 80s and beyond, that became a gigantic character. Yeah, D-Bud, you started buying in the Silver Age, so you're a Silver Ager, yeah. Makes sense. I mean, I started seeing comics in the Silver Age. I couldn't buy them until it was Bronze time. Deadpool started getting popular way after his age, after the time he started. At the creation of New Titans, Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, what New Titan is a headliner? No, good point. The Condor goes without saying, of course, D-Bud. Everybody loves the Condor. He's your favorite villain, isn't he? Yeah, though. Yeah. I mean, look. Still, Brian says, Cable was a pretty big character for the 80s. Yep. But outside of Wolverine, who is, whether you like him or not, he is rates up there with the iconic characters. And now Deadpool is pretty popular. It took him like decades to become popular, but he did. Outside of characters like that, who, after 1970, is a household name of a character? Yes, people know who Wolverine is because of, and a lot of it's because of movies, but it was cartoons before that. So Wolverine got into there. As far as like a gigantic name, and Deadpool because of movies, yeah. But not a lot of them. Not a lot at all. I mean, really, so I think there's validity to it. And there's some other characters I love. Now, look, I love Judge Dredd. He's a British character, so I guess it doesn't count. It doesn't mean, I'm not talking about, you can really love a character, but I'm talking about ones that resonated, that became gigantic, achieved a status up there with the big names. Created after 1970. And outside of Wolverine, and I guess Deadpool is pretty big. Harley Quinn would be one, for example, that's pretty big now. Even though she was technically, for her first appearance, of course, was on a cartoon, but she's big in comics and she's been in movies and stuff. She's fairly big. For some reason. D-Bud says, the first comic character I collected that started in the 70s was Luke Cage. I still have my early issues for our Power Man. Yeah, and I like it. I like Luke Cage. And like I said, there's some great characters. Are very well respected and loved characters that were created. I mean, I love Nova, like I said. But as far as the ones that are like the big deal, the big kahunas, I mean, even though they didn't amount to much in the mid-70s, they were still cranking out things like UFOs, Darkstar, Ursa Major, Vanguard, the Shire Home Guard, etc. Well, they were trying to make something stick. They were trying to, Yeah, Blade and the Punisher got movies. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call them household names, but they got pretty powerful, pretty big, yeah. Now, Blade, yep. But still, mostly remember him as movies. Punisher, even though he's a very ripped off character from Don Pendleton's The Executioner, yep, he's a pretty big name. So, like I said, it's not that there are none. But there aren't a lot. Certainly not compared to the characters of the 70s. I mean, the Silver Age, I'm sorry. Certainly not compared to them. Even, they're not Batman, Superman, or even Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man level. The truth of the decline was the New Universe, who were the big stars of that. Sure, they dragged Star right into the main universe. He's mad, says Fanty. Yeah, New Universe was a joke, man. He tried. Mr. Shooter tried, didn't he? His Valiant Universe was way better. But even they were no match for the big two as far as, legendary staying power. Staying power. What? Staying power. So. That's one. Yeah, I mean, Venom is the only mainstream name I can name, to be honest, says Brian. Yeah, Venom, again, especially for a character that's also kind of a villain, pretty big. I don't like him personally, but I mean, he's fairly big. He got movies made, but still not in the class with some of the bigger names. I remember DC's New Guardians, and don't tell Hungry Boy, but I remember making fun of him because it was written by because it was, I think, didn't they have like Joe Staten drawing some of those, Fanty? Ugh. So DP7 was the only. Wasn't Peter David writing DP7? D-Bud? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different book. Mr. Angel, what's up, buddy? Good morning. I love Valiant in those early years there, Bush Pandown. Yeah. Yep. Even Valiant, the originals were Archer Armstrong, Harbinger, Man of War, Exo. I love those characters. I love those books. Yeah. Turok and Magnus and Solar were of course legacy carryovers. Yep. That's right. So yeah, I don't know, man. I loved Exo though. Even worse than Joe Staten was New Guardians had some cringe villains like Snowflake, the master of cocaine. Are you kidding me? Because I didn't buy the book. It was Joe Staten drawing it, and I just didn't have any interest. Yeah, that's a joke, right? There really was a. Come on now, Ironhide. You're not pulling my leg now, are you? Wow. No, by the way, you don't have to prove it. I mean, unless you're kidding. If you say no, I'm not kidding, I'll believe you. It's not like a. But I'm like, man, because I wasn't reading the comic. I never read the comic. I sold it. Not much of it either. That's an interesting thing to remember, D-Bud. But I understand. You say I can't remember who wrote DP7. I never read it myself. I only remember it was the only one of those titles that sold it all. Yeah. I remember. Excuse me. When those books came out. Snowflame, gotcha. Actual character, gotcha. Thank you. So, I remember when when the new universe came out. I was actually not. I wasn't working at any comic shop at that point. I was doing something else, but I remember I had a buddy of mine with a shop in Mississippi that I used to go visit, and I remember him. Fiona, what's up? Hey, Fiona. Mentioning Harley Quinn. Is your stream behind? Because I did mention Harley Quinn earlier. That 70s rock fan. What is up, dude? How you feeling, man? Hope you're doing all right, buddy. It's good to see you there, bro. Yeah, but when that new universe came out, Shooter sent like an audio recorded message to all the retailers, hyping it up, reading about how great this new comic is going to be. See what the poll is doing. Oh, we got a lot of votes now. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Wowzery, wows. Wowsy. Woo. Let's see. 70 says, feeling tired, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's good to know, man. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Keep slugging. We're always glad to see you, man. I'm glad to hear that, brother. Okay. The question was, which is your favorite age of comics? Golden, silver, bronze, or copper? And a whopping 48% says Bronze Age. And that's, if I were allowed to vote, that's how I would have voted. Silver comes in at a respectable 33% so far. And that tied for last place, Golden and Copper at 10. We shall keep monitoring it for a while there. Interesting. Warrior of Justice. Hello there. Good to see you, Fiona. Always lovely to see Fiona here. I guess a lot of us are in that age range of the bronze, I guess. Like I said, I'm a Bronze Age baby. I mean, because quite frankly, some of the greatest comics ever made did come out in the Silver Age. But a lot of great ones came out in the Bronze Age as well. And Copper had some great stuff too. Not as much, but there was some stuff. And some would even prefer it because a lot of the more grim and gritty, serious stuff did come out. I mean, you know. And people always like to ask, yeah, what is the age after Copper? I always say the garbage. And that's true. We can say you can give it some other kind of platinum, some other age, and then after 2011 is the garbage. In my opinion. Yes, Fiona Storm is Bronze Age. I mean, she's, like I said, she's a good character. Of course, and I like Storm fine. What we're basically talking about is at least the most resonant characters, the characters that were the most popular, that made it like into the stratosphere in terms of the most, iconic characters were all most created before 1970. Styrofoam age. Eric Key. I see. Put Bush pan down. In the middle of John Burns' F4 run that may have influenced my vote. I gotcha. Huh. Well, sorry about that. Some problems here. The silly putty age. Yeah. Was it Brian says, are we in the silly putty age now? Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Like I said, I call it the garbage, but you know. Warrior says, what's your favorite Golden Age character, Clobberin? Golden Age? Well, of course, it would be almost a tie between Superman and Batman. It's tough, almost tough for me to pick. Probably Superman / Superboy, because they go together hand in hand. And right there with them, Batman, and of course, the original Captain Marvel, the real deal Captain Marvel. Well, I love Rom. Like I said, I'm not saying no good characters were created after 70 of 19. No one's saying that. We're taking all the big names, the big kahunas, though. You know, your Supermans, your Batmans, you know, your Captain Americas and your Spideys and your Hulks and your Thors. You know, I've heard online that the current age of independent comics creators like Jason Sandberg and Eric July, for example, is being referred to as the Iron Age. I've heard that as well. Yes, yes. Which that's fine. They're an age unto themselves. Ironhide, I would have to say my favorite Golden Age artist is probably Mac Rayboy, Joe Shuster, Alex Raymond, although he's a strip artist, is not quite the same. Some of those guys, though, if I had those, off the top of my head, those would be some. That would be, yeah. So it's probably, maybe Mac Rayboy, great artist. Oh, of course, Jack Kirby goes without saying. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I should have said Kirby first. See, that's why I know I'm not right in the head tonight. Jack Kirby's number one in any age, no matter what, for me. So yes, you're right. I think of him, obviously he's a Golden Age artist. I guess his silver and his bronze stuff was my favorite, but I do love his Golden Age stuff. But I'll tell you what, Will Eisner, some of those guys are right up there with him. See, I meant to preface my remarks after Kirby and started naming those guys, and I forgot to do that. So thank you, Gwag. I appreciate that. Nobody ever tops Kirby ever. For me. I'm not telling anyone else what to do, Jack Kirby's just my all-time favorite artist, period. Yeah, I hear you there, Chris Persia. Yep. Oh, man. No, it always starts and stops with Jack for me. The curb. So, yeah, let me see how the poll is doing there. 23 votes. Ah, okay. It shifts quickly. It shifts pretty quickly there. We got still in first place with a little bit of the leaves shaved off. Bronze Age in first place with 48%. In second place, the Great Silver Age with 30%. And in third place, the Extraordinary Golden Age with 13%. And Copper in fourth place, in last place, with 8%. Oh, it changed again. Oh, now it's 50% bronze, 29 silver, 12 golden, 8 copper. Nice. I love that people are getting some votes in there. Nice. Kirby's Challengers of the Unknown is really good for a 50s comic. No wonder FF was so amazing. Absolutely Ironhide. No question about it. If it wasn't for Kirby, would have not had some of the best heroes and villains. That's for damn sure, Warrior. Absolutely right. What, you said you take Alex Raymond as your favorite strip artist over Betty Page? No, I never said anything of the kind. Yeah, Dick Sprang was great. Shelley Moldoff, Wayne Boring are some of the... Yeah. Dick Sprang was amazing. Shelley Moldoff. Great, great, great artiste. Joe Manili, but he passed away very early. Jack Cole. Yeah. A lot of great ones. So yeah, look, we acknowledge the golden agers here. We respect them here, man. Oh, absolutely. Okay, sitting at 24 votes now. I'm gonna let it go for a little while there. But all things being equal, I love me some bronze. So I don't know. But none of them are as great as Bob Haney, the writer. Right, J Man? I'm just kidding. He's lurking. And by the way, thank you all for being here, and thank you all who are lurking or listening later on a download. Board of Justice says, are you going to see the Flash movie, Clobberin, when it comes out on Friday? Actually, I'm going Thursday. I got a good buddy of mine. We go to see all the superhero movies, for better or worse. Kind of a thing we do. It's our way of getting together. We only really get to see each other then. So we're going to go ahead and bite the bullet. Go see it Thursday afternoon. It won't be, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So there won't be anybody, in the theater. So yes, Warrior, I will be seeing it. And Bush Pan Down says, the only good thing about comics being bad for the past 10 years is all the extra time I've had to delve into these past ages. That's a good point. There's one other good thing about it for me, Bush. It's because, quite frankly, not that I could afford it anyway, but it saved me wanting to even the temptation of spending money. I mean, these comics are expensive. I mean, it's almost a blessing that they're so ugly and unappealing because they're $3.99 and $4.99 and $5.99 now for these. I mean, on nice slick paper, but these basic 20 some odd page pamphlets. D-Bud, no, that's a bridge too far. Marvel's, no way. Simply Steve. No, the Marvels ain't happening. No, sir. We're going to go see The Flush, and I know I'm going to regret it, but hey, Fiona says, some of the Silver Age art you have shown us is really fantastic. I used to be dismissive of it, not having seen much. I love Silver Age art. I think some of the best art ever done was in the Silver Age, especially Kirby was at his height, in my opinion. But I don't know. There's something about a Bronze Age cover, by the way. I love the cover designs of Bronze Age comics. I wonder if I Googled Bronze Age comic books covers. Yeah, see. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably close enough. Yeah, no, the Marvels you can forget. No, that's a good question, D-Bud. But no, I already told him, look, I got dragged to see Wakanda for, well, not dragged. We wanted to go hang out. And I was going to watch it anyway so I could review it. But Wakanda Forever, that killed me. That was garbage. Ant-Man Quantumania was garbage. Yeah, man. Bronze Age covers, dude. That I could just look at them all day. What about MCU? I say secretly am a woman. Secret Invasion Club. Oh, Warrior. I might, since I think I have access to some codes. I might watch the first episode of Secret in Vaseline. Well, I love the Gil Kane cover, though, D-Bud. Man, come on. You mean like that one? Yeah, or that one? Well, yeah. Well, that one's not one, but see, they're not all by Gil Kane. This is Maparo. They're not all by Gil Kane, but not that I have a problem with a Gil Kane cover, of course. Let's see. Even the Teen Titans is infused with zany Haney. Oh yeah, we're going to be doing some Titans comics. He put Wonder Girl on the team, who was originally created as a teenage Wonder Woman. Yes, Fiona says, I would like to see Keaton, but I just can't justify giving any money to as an Ezra Miller project. I will buy a ticket for Spider-Verse and slip in to see the Flash at some point. Well, Fiona, that's a fair cop. I can't blame you. How about some Kirby Iron Man? One of my favorite Iron Man covers right there. Yeah. How about that George Tuska? George Tuska signed this one. I don't think George Tuska did that cover, though. Dave Cockrum covers. One of the great Gil Kane covers, so that's not a complete one. Bop, 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 bop. One of the great comic book covers of all time, period. Adam's brilliance right there. Let's see. The thing that in the Bronze Age, they should, what? They still entice you in. Yeah, that's true. My original costume. Oh, Debo would do it. Let's see what Warrior says. Did you like Spider-Verse, Clobberin? I thought it was pretty good for it being a Spider Kid movie, not man, because Peter Parker is Spider-Man, not Miles. I'm totally with you about him not being Peter Parker is Spidey. War of Justice, I did not like the first movie at all, so I have not seen the second one. It doesn't interest me. A lot of people look. I'm in the tiny minority there because most people really love the first one, and people who like the first one a lot like the second one also. From what I've been hearing, it's just me and Tom Connors, and I think my buddy J Man and a couple of his friends are the only. I learned that from J Man tonight. Are the only people I know of that did not care for the first movie, and therefore I'm not going to see the second one. So I'm an outlier there, but yeah. Like I say, you're not. I mean, you're not in the minority by any chance. I mean, you're in the majority. Most people really liked it, so you're good. Wow, you have a T-shirt with that Iron Man Kirby cover? Oh man, doesn't fit me anymore. Still, man, that'd be a great one to have a shirt of. Nice. Wow. What is that crap? Bronze. Yeah, I mean, look, it's my happy place. I can look at comic book covers all day, especially, of course, the bronze or the silver. Just love it. Hey, Fanty, you got me in your back pocket there. I love Wildfire and Dawnstar. Like I said, favorite. I'm talking about favorites, yeah, but I'm talking about as far as the most well-known, the most popular, the most iconic characters. I love a lot of characters created after 1970. Definitely not saying that. I'm a bit surprised that Mexican Iron Man is going to see the Flash movie. Yeah, me too. Well, I know how he loves the Flash and Ezra. Yeah, he does not like the character of the Flash. I did not like Stan Lee's Justice League. It was bad story and design. Stan Lee's Justice League. Yes, as the covers you let you know that it'll be an exciting issue. Well, I just couldn't stand the bait and switch covers when it would be like a George Perez cover with a dazzling Donnie Heck inside. Sorry, not sorry. Fiona says, I didn't love Spider-Verse, but I recognize the groundbreaking animation techniques they developed. More respected than liked. It was an amazing fusion of comics and animation, and it had moments. Oh, look, a lot of people look. I don't begrudge anyone like. You're going to just, I don't like Miles Morales. I don't like the way it portrayed. I'm talking about the first movie, by the way. I haven't seen the second one. I didn't like the way it portrayed Peter Parker at all in any of it. I thought some of the parts were kind of amusing. Spider-Man Noir, I got a kick out of him, but I really just didn't care about anything going on in the movie. I remember whatever year that was when it came out. I just went in the like at 11 o'clock in the morning feature or whatever. Got a big old thingy of popcorn and just because everyone was talking about how great it was. But I couldn't get into it. People were all over me to watch that thing. And after that, that was Tellus and Quizlet, Sensor Girl, yeah. But name one Copper Age Legionnaire. I don't know. I loved Quizlet. Tellus is okay. I like the whole Sensor Girl mystery. But I'm sorry, man. I love Quizlet. I can't help it. Yes, he made his version of Superman, Batman on a different Earth. He said, check it out. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about something else. Nah. And by the way, Stan put his name on that. Stan didn't write any of it. But that's another story. Look at this Michael Kaluta Batman family cover. Not the only one, Clobberin Times, when it comes to Spider-Verse and well, it's nice not to be the only one. No one wants to be totally alone. I know what you're talking about, Worf. I just thought you were talking about a different thing. A different series, but I remember that line. Yes, you're not the only. Let's see. Miles Morales is definitive proof that Clobby was right about no good characters created after 1970. Whoa. Well, I didn't say no good ones. No super popular ones. Yep, just like he did at all of Jack Kirby's comics, signing his name to everything. Yeah. I remember when I created signing things. Yes, I created everything that ever, including me and you. I mean, even in the Guardians of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the only 90 characters of any worth that added that was Talon, and he was a 30th century Inhuman. Also, the Worm Sorcerer Supreme, forgot name. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. He was in. I think I know you're talking about. He was one of the Ravagers in Guardians too, but I never read any comics with him in it, so I don't know his name either. Bup, 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 bup. Who's? Oh, let me check. It was supposed to be somebody's. Let me check my 13th here. 13th dimension, that is. Where are you? Oh, all right, never mind. Wah wah wah. Um, but he appeared. Yes, yes. I had the misfortune of reading a Miles Morales young adult novel where the villain in his is his history teacher. Wow. Just because he gives Miles a hard time, he's part of ages old, white supremacy society. Well, that figures. Look at that cap cover. Who goes, boy, that's boring. I liked it. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Great cover. Yeah, I love it, man. I definitely hear where you're coming from there, Mantius. Sorry, I was vamping music when I'm changing screen. Sorry about that. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this blog, but it's one of my go-tos for all kind of cool geek comics info. 13th Dimension. Dan Greenfield. Spider-Verse is like one of those DS9 episodes that was good, but wasn't Star Trek. It was a good movie, but not a Spider-Man movie. They did PP dirty. They did PP dirty. Oh, Peter Parker dirty, and I don't like it. Yeah, me either. The Spider Peeps were fun though. Yeah, I got you. I see what you mean. So this is back when Civil War came out. Yep, Bronze Age. I mean, I always love this cover, and of course, goes without saying. There's some Gil Kane cap goodness. I mean, even look at what's it? Tripwire. Not really. We had our fun with Tripwire. Yeah, I love Gil Kane. That was like, at least I got to meet Gil Kane twice. Marie Severin, greatness. Sal, our pal Sal. There's some our pal Sal. Hey, hungry boy. I didn't see you pop in there, brother. At least you weren't here earlier for when I was down in Joe Staten. Sorry. Yeah, there's Ron Wilson and Bob Layton. They got a buddy of mine's going to Heroes Con in Charlotte this coming weekend, and they have a lot of comic book people there. The only way to ruin Kane is to get Robbins to income. Yeah. I'll say. Oh, I just got that issue. Clobby, Sobby, Sim, interiors are awesome, except they're inked by Vinny. Oh, no, really? That's a shame. Cool stuff, though, Ironhide. You talking about this one here? Or you talking about the other one? Oh, I think you're talking about this one, right? 137? Okay. Nah, well, I didn't beat up on Joe that much. Kane Ramirez Sinnott. Boy, that's pretty damn cool right there. Gene Colan, no, I don't know. Gene Colan, not exactly the artist they should have been putting on Avengers. Keith Pollard, Joe Sinnott, in other words. On the other hand, no, that's pretty good. Oh, the one with Cap and the X-Men. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a Kane cover, but make way for the Marvel Age of Comics. You betcha. Oh wow. Yep. There's a Sal cover. I mean Pollard and Milgram. Milgram. Wow. Almost figured it for Sal. Okay. Frank Miller. With Bob McLeod, maybe inking him. Somebody. Pretty good. Miller actually did some when he was, just getting into the beeswax. He did some good covers. Ironhide says, since the Marvel value stamp was cut out, I got it, and then a couple of others for real dirt cheap. Ironhide, did you see that book that came out a few months ago called The Marvel Value Stamp? The big, it's small, but it's a hardcover, talking about the Marvel value stamps and stuff like that. That book is really cool. Just a side note. I got it. That's Milgram. Ugh, I'm sorry, dude. Just not a good cover. And how do you screw up Hulk and Cap? There's some Sal, right? That's our pal Sal. I'm sure he probably did the interior. Yeah, it's. I'll show you. I'll take a look at it. I'll try to show you. It was about the Marvel value stamps, the story of them, and of course, it's got a write up on all of them. It shows all of those, back from when they came out, those stamps, and what an atrocity. I mean, in a sense, it's a great book, but it also shows how crazy that idea was. How many comics were mutilated because of that, because of those damn stamps? But how many times did you buy a back issue and you get the damn stamp chopped out of it? Ugh. And that's, by the way, you want to talk about Stan creating something? That's a fact. It was Stan's lame brain idea, although he actually stole it from Green Stamps, so it's not even original because it's Stan. But yeah, blame Stan. Miller and Jansen were both way better before 77, Bobby. Wow. Really? Wow, yeah. Jansen did so well on Giffen for Defenders. Yeah, he did. Well, yeah, he absolutely is. I like Jansen. So that's enough. Let's see here. See what's going on. If Mark shows up, I'll have to show him this one. His boy, Paul Kupperberg. Okay, now here's the thing. The late, great Lynn Wein, today would have been his birthday. He passed away back in 2017. He was a friend of our good buddy, Hungry Boy. Yeah, I love Sal Buscema, man. I wish I could beat Sal. I've got his book, The Art of Sal Buscema, by TwoMorrows. But Lynn Wein, today's would have been his birthday. And so 13th Dimension, which is a great page. Let's see. How 6 Lynn Wein Batman comics changed my life. So I thought this would be interesting to, talk a little bit about, because Wein was a very well-known, very beloved comic book writer. He wrote a lot of great stuff. I understand people who knew him really loved him, and he was a really nice guy. I know HB has said that he was friends with Lynn Wein. So let's take a little bit of a look at this. Because I mean, again, some of these comic book writers, it's just he died a little bit too early. You know, I mean, it's just a damn shame. Um, well, okay. This is this Dan wrote this, talking about where he lived and stuff like that at the time. He was also a canny poker player and fantastic wit. Okay, well, good. Well, Hyde says, fun fact: Sal drew the only Spider-Man comic Elliot Maggin wrote. Oh wow, was it a Peter Parker book? Don't know why he popped in for just one issue in the middle of Superman run, but the story was actually really heartfelt. Was it an Amazing Spider-Man issue, or was it a Peter Parker issue? Or I didn't realize. I don't think I knew that Maggin ever did anything at Marvel. Wow, Elliot S. Maggin did a Spidey comic, huh? I mean, it doesn't ring a bell to me, but wow, that's crazy, man. Cool. So this is the guy's house and all that stuff, and he's what is it? He bought. He bought Batman 312. I bought this. Damn, dude, I remember buying this one off the freaking Calendar Man. And remember Calendar Man, everybody? Wow. Huh. Let's see who did this one. Damn, I know I bought this. Some more great covers. I bought all these Batman comics. Oh, Lord. Kite Man. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Irv Novick. Frank McLaughlin. Bought these as well. Peter Parker, number 16. Wow. That's cool info. And Iron hi, thanks, man. I don't think I knew if that Maggot ever did anything like that. My pal Hat 312 and wanted to trade me. Wanted to trade me for a Plug Man thing. I declined. Well, I can't blame you. A Plug Man thing? Yeah, I mean, come on. I do not respect Calendar Man. His only power was to change people's day planners and make them miss appointments. They had a couple of hilarious appearances of he was hilarious on Batman Brave and the Bold. Not to watch me some Batman Brave and the Bold again tonight. I watched a couple of them tonight, or one of them tonight. So yeah, Comic Pros pick their favorite stories by Lynn Wein. I unfortunately traded that issue, but in return, I got Secret Origins #1 with Wayne Boring and Ordway doing Golden Age Superman. Yes, I still have all of my issues of that Secret Origins series there, Ironhide. Cool. So creators pick their favorite Lynn Wein stories. Paul Levitz picks, wow, a Fandom Stranger story. Look at that Neil Adams cover, boy. Look at that. Calendar Man felt like a Spidey villain from the Electric Company, says HB. Oh, boy. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I bought this one. No, yeah, oh, yeah. I definitely bought this one. You are powerless, Superman. Now I drink your blood to make you my slave. Garcia Lopez cover, probably. Whose favorite is this? Mark Wade's favorite was Justice League 111. God, man, I think that had new stuff and reprints. Here comes TV's Super Friends. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, he's a dopey character. Let's just be honest. Mark Waid is a pudding. Alan Brenner. Fred Van Lente. Oh, yeah, Swamp Thing number 9, sorry. Oh, his Swamp Thing. Len Wein Swamp Thing's got to be his top, right? Got to be the apex there for him. Who cares? Arwen Schumer likes. Mike Allred. There you go. Hungry Boy's favorite artist of all time, Mike Allred, has a pretty good choice. HB, you can't argue with this choice of favorite Len Wein comic. That's one of the greatest comics of all time. Swamp Thing number 7. That's a legend right there. So you're going to go after Mike Allred for picking that classic? Come on, man. Wrightson doing Batman? Come on now. Let me, give it to me straight here. What do you think about them apples, Charlie? Oh, shit. Dag nabbit, I can't escape Allred. You said, well, look, hey, you may not like his art, but he has good taste in comics in this respect. It's Wrightson, man. This is a classic, by the way. Bob Rozakis picked some cool Justice League stories. One of the great JLA, JSA crossovers. HB, I'm out and about, so mostly listening. Just lovely seeing you here, Fiona. Glad you're hanging. Hope you're having a great night. Ironhide, you have to admit, if you search it up, his cover for Batman 66, number 2 is cool. He's just not an all-red kind of guy. Nope, he's not admitting it. No! Well, I loved his work on the Untold Tales of Spider-Man 96 yearbook. Andy Fish, artist, is another great Swamp Thing issue. Jim Salicrup. Oh, man, I love this Spider-Man cover. Nope, no admission. No admitting a damn thing. Gotta respect that. Clobberin Times. A theory is that Calendar Man has aligned himself with the people at Hallmark to artificially create more holidays. Yes. Well, that makes sense, sir. I'll have to say that definitely makes some sense, sir. Nice stuff. Wow. So that's cool. Some more Len Wein covers of Len Wein comics, his Batman stuff. Always liked that cover. Of course, this is what he did with Marshall Rogers. Allred inked by Staten. Staten inked by Allred. Imagine that horror. Drowning power. Wow, that's just evil. How evil of you, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself for that, even contemplating such terror. Yeah. Len Wein, this is probably my favorite Len Wein story, or one of them. Bat Hulk. Yeah, that's a great one. I also love this Untold Tales of the Batman, especially issue number 1. Nice stuff. This was burn inked by a Aparo, and it looked great. I have this. Pretty cool, too. Garcia Lopez. They adapted a lost episode based on an original story by Harley Ellisy. But it's so much cooler instead of false face. It had Two-Face. Lynn and Garcia Lopez equals heaven. It's like key lime pie made into a comic. Nicely said there. Well, very cool stuff. Hot picks of the week on sale this week. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a facsimile of this one out there. I don't know if anyone you've been seeing those facsimiles, but at least they're kind of cool. Have we ever seen Hungry and Alred in the same place at the same time? I wonder if he's trying to throw us off of his true identity. He might be Mike Allred. Well, Hungry Boy, in the off chance that you are Mike Allred, I just want you to know that you're the only one that talks bad about Mike Allred around here. I like Mike Allred's work. So there, mister. In case you're really him, you didn't trick me. Good observation, Gwag. They did a theme song for the Untold Legend of Batman when they did this Power Record cassette or something of it. It's the most 80s thing. Man, I've seen that cassette. I don't remember that song at all. I don't know if I ever got. I think I got it. If I didn't get the cassette, then a friend of mine had it. I can't remember. Man, I would like to get that. That'd be cool. What if somebody put it on YouTube, like the audio of it? Okay, put everything else. That's pretty cool. So you got this facsimile, Spider-Man India #1. What in the hell? Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Cool. At least it looks cool. It looks like Batman. Boy. They put filth. IDW in their Filth Trek comics. Screw off. Carbagey. Dan, why you report on this poo-poo? Report on good stuff, damn it. Let's see. The top 13 covers of June 19. Oh, the top 13 covers of June 1973 ranked. Wow, I like it. All right. The top 13 covers of June 11, 2023. Ranked. This is for you, D-Bud. Look, an Archie comic. Number 13, Archie Comics 188. Who'd have thunk an Archie book would be on there? All right. Number 12, Amazing Spider-Man King Size number 9, a.k.a. Spider-Man Annual number 9. Greatness. Isn't this a reprint? Number 11. This is for another one for D-Bud here. Invincible Iron Man number 62. This is a great cover by Gil Kane. Everything is Archie. Quack says, wait, isn't Clobby actually Stan Lee? That would explain why I don't sound like Stan Lee. He sounds like me. Uh, Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries is really fun. Yep, they brought back Professor Nichols from the old Silver Age comics. I used to get those Scooby-Doo team-up issues just because they looked like the real superheroes. Heck, you caught me, Clobby. Kryptonite makes me draw the way I draw on Twitter. Matt. Yes, I'm the ghost of Funky possessing the body of Alred and undercover for Clobby. Yeah, let's see here. That's odd. What's odd is they say, yep, the real Whiplash. True. Werewolf by night, accountant by day. Am I the only one that didn't care much for Tom Sutton? I've offended fans of every artist that exists, even ones I didn't think had any fans. So, Claude Salling, hey there. Good to see you, Claude Salling. So are there fans of Tom Sutton out there, perchance? Clobby does the best stand-in. Oh, well, I thank you, true believer. And many others, including Go Sell. Sorry, Steve, but thank you. Thank you so much, Hungry Boy. All right. I guess I didn't offend any Tom Sutton people. I mean, this is not a bad cover, but there you go. Dark Shadows. Painted cover by George Wilson. Ghost Rider #1. Gil Kane, Joe Sinnott. Oh, God, no, please. No Sutton, please, despite him being a great guy and a good layout artist. I just couldn't stand his Star Trek comics of the 80s. I never liked it. All right. Beautiful, great cover from Barry Windsor Smith. Is that reprints? Anyway, what a great cover. Barry Windsor Smith was just amazing. Do you dare enter the house of mystery? Wow. Rights and greatness. Look at that Wrightson cover, man. It's one of the best. Yes. I had this story reprinted in a Treasury edition. Pure Gil Kane greatness on the interior and the cover. Let's see. Wow, Jonah Hex, great cover here. Weird Western Tales. This, man, I had this on a Power Records. Sutton did the interiors for X-Men 106, sporting a Cockrum cover. It was like the Invaders all over again. Ugh. Goucher. Sorry. I forgot all about that. Thanks for reminding me. Plop. Remember Plop? One of the great covers of all time. Batman 251, one of the greats. So, yep, sir. There you go. What else is going on 13th Dimension? What is that? Migos. Cool. Oh man, they got a new TwoMorrows has got a new book coming out. Yeah, Plot was a pretty cool mag though from DC. They got pretty cool book coming out called Cliffhanger about the old superhero movie serials. It's coming out soon from I think it already came out actually. TwoMorrows. I can't really afford it, but I would have grabbed it one of these days. Maybe it goes down in price. But it's pretty cool. And look at some of these posters from movie serials, man. The Batman. Raquel actually watched this one. Adam Man versus Superman. I had these. I had VHSs of these, of course. I think I have DVDs of them as well. Killdozer. Oh God, Killdozer later made into a film ravaged by MST3K. You know, Hungry Boy, Clint Walker was in that movie, that TV movie Killdozer. And a buddy of mine who buys all these like Warner Archive DVDs and all this other stuff, he picked it up. He bought the movie, and then he went to this event they have somewhere, I think Memphis or whatever. One of these Western shows, where people from old Western TV shows show up and sign autographs. And Clint Walker was there. Of course, he did the classic show Cheyenne. Great actor, great, really nice dude. Oh, I mean, and still kicking. And my friend brought him a copy of Killdozer to get him to sign it because he's in it. And he couldn't. He said, "Is that out?" He didn't know it was out on DVD. So my friend helped him find how to order it. He wanted to have a copy of it. I thought that was pretty cool. Captain America. Well, this Captain America serial was so stupid. He doesn't have a shield. He has a gun. The Big Cheese and Dr. Strange are the only two guys that make wearing a sash look good. Yes. Batman serial is awesome and is the reason why Alfred is skinny with pencil stash. Yep. King of the Congo, Buster Crab. Yeah, the great Buster Crab. Or Larry Buster Crab. Black Hawk. Played by the great Kirk Allen, who also played Superman. This looks like a job for Superman. So, yep, he played Superman and Black Hawk. And I got to meet him. That's the story I always like to talk about. I was lucky enough to meet Kirk Allen at a con in 1988 here in Baton Rouge. I bought his book from him. I bought the Superman serials from him. I haven't been able to. I don't think I ever got to watch Black Hawk though. It looks pretty cool. Isn't Thundra the Frazetta strip? Thunder? Why do you ask? I think so. Would you see it up there somewhere? Thunder, the mighty Thunder. Oh yeah. I think you could be correct. Hop Harrigan, Spy Swatter, Spy Smasher. Who was it? Anyone who saw J-Men Forever, by the way? Okay. Oh, cool. Black Hawk's free on YouTube. Cool. Remember J-Men Forever? They called him Spy Swatter. The Vigilante. What if he's the comic version? Congo Bill, Captain America, Captain Gunslinger, Dick Purcell again. The New Adventures of Batman and Robin. Gray and blue, gray and blue. The man from Gotham wore the gray and blue. Sorry. All the actors from that era, one of them could take on a whole room of current bad actors and Marvel thespians and sweep the floor with them. Yeah. Gray and blue. The man from Gotham wore the gray and blue. That's another Superman. That looks like a job for a Superman. Anyways, you can see this is a fun site. But you got covers. By the way, the other day was George Perez's birthday, or would have been June 9th. So why not enjoy a couple of George Perez covers? Keely Chow, what's up, dude? Roll Tide. Oh, not much going on here. Just closes. Just hanging out a little bit on a Monday night. Peter Bosch. Yep, but like I said, it would have been 69 just on the 9th this month, a couple days ago. So let's look at a little great George Perez covers. I mean, his Who's Who covers were just spectacular. Wonder Woman wraparound cover, number 1. Another great Wonder Woman cover. Amazing Heroes Wonder Woman cover. The pattern. Stay back, Avengers. This is where Jarvis takes over. Amazing Heroes. I miss Amazing Heroes. I have this. I also have this, for that matter. I always have this, but just saying, I have this. These ICG indexes weren't easy to come by. Maybe they were. But, this is one of my favorite Perez covers of all time. Justice League number 200. JLA number 200. That is fantasistic. Gray and blue, gray and blue. So let's see, there's JLM. That's a busy cover right there, but man, that's a new Teen Titans number 50. Back issue 147, which I will have when it comes out. Yes, sir. So, sorry, man, we lost him way too early. It was also the day before that was CC Beck's birthday. A little love for CC Beck here. That's real deal, Captain Marvel, right there, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, you get the idea. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, getting the week off to a good start. Really, not much else going on, my friends. Unless you have any questions you'd like to ask, we can wrap up a bit early if everyone wants me to, of course. Really wasn't much going on tonight, so I just wanted to do an open show. I would have had a topic, but with no chance to work on one past couple of days. Operating on no sleep. Well, not much anyway. Frying eyeballs. Oh, Bush Pan, that's a good question. The top 25 is, man, it's taken some time, but I think the goal is to have it ready before the end of July because I want to do it before. I can't do it in Kirby month. NBA Comics. This is the finals tonight. Says JT Kirk. The finals what for the NBA? I never watch it. I know nothing about baseball. Well, baseball I know a little bit, not much. But I know that I even called it baseball by accident. I know nothing about the NBA basketball. I don't even have the means to watch it because I don't have any of the sports packages on my Roku thingy. The only sport I ever really loved was pro football, and that got ruined a couple of years ago. For me, anyway. So I must admit I can't watch the game if there's a game on. Captain Infinity and beyond. Hey, Captain Infinity, did you ever? Because I heard, sometimes when I'm doing stuff, I pop by and lurk, but I don't have time to say anything because I'm doing stuff or about to go to bed. I did hear you the other night. You've been talking about you want to talk mirror with somebody, from what I understand. And look who's here, the great Mark D with the C.
Hey, hello. I hailed everyone. I've been lurking. I had a project to do
I understand.
for tomorrow. And
I
started
have
talking
to
sports ball, so I said I better join
Oh no,
in.
I was just answering someone. Someone mentioned
I'm
NBA. Yeah, I got you.
Who won?
NBA Comics.
Who won the sports balls?
Like I know. Let's see if Clobberin finally narrowed it down to the top 24 Kirby. Yeah, 20. Yeah, no, it's going to take some doing. I want to do it before. I want to get it done before Kirby month. But no, Captain Infinity, good to see you. I'm just saying, you seem to be wanting to talk about Mirror. And, one of these nights, maybe I can get you to talk about it. Because you said you don't want to do anything but talk about the greatest episode of Trek all time, Mirror. Well, it's my favorite. Anyway, it may not be your favorite, but you know what I mean. But anyway, no, I did have something to show you now that you're here.
Sounds good.
Because it's about your old buddy.
What you got?
Where is it? Hang on. Your buddy Paul Kupperberg. His birthday, I guess, today.
Oh. Another June birthday, yeah.
And so, there you go. And I hadn't seen him in a while, but
no.
Let's see, birthday
I wonder if he'd remember me. He probably would.
Celebrated by Mr. K. He says, Paul Kupperberg. I confess, I stole mercilessly from Lynn Wein because this Lynn Wein's birthday would have been today as well. And then I showed a bunch of stuff from that. So this shows some. Let's see. He shows some stuff by Lynn Wein. I guess he's doing a tribute to Lynn Wein then.
Very nice. Well, knows his comic history.
Oh, lesser known. Okay, maybe it's not his birthday. It was talking about Lynn Wein.
Born 75 years ago. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Mr. K pays tribute to the colleague of a late friend. Oh, okay. So he's paying tribute to Lynn Wein. I misunderstood it. So anyway, which is cool.
One of the comic book greats, yep.
Yeah. Some romance comics.
Hot Wheels. They sold, They had their time and place. It's hard. People can't fathom that now, but fathom, I should say. Fathom.
Either
but
works.
they were. I've got Phantom Outsider on the brain. Just kidding, Phantom. But yeah, I mean, those were big selling comics back in the day, right? I mean,
Yeah. Whatever happened to old Paul Klipperberg? Where is he?
well, the last when I last knew him was he'd come into the store all the time, and my local, not my local shop, the shop I shopped in locally, I should say, and he had been working on Archie, and then he left that Archie book. That was Life with Archie. It was a magazine format,
Mm,
and actually made some big waves. And then I think that TV show is basically on that comic
Riverdale?
book. Not that he would get credit. Yeah, Riverdale. Yeah. So it was an interesting comic to read. As Archie had grown up, and then one party they did an alternate, like he was with Veronica, and then they did a series where he was with Betty. I think, if I'm remembering. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Yeah, a lot of
Phantom,
great art there. What's that?
Phantom says, see how much time I slacked off today. Yeah, well, I didn't take any breaks to read comic books, which I should have, though. Yep.
Oh. Yeah. Well, can't have everything.
Right.
Oh.
So where
yeah,
was that article? That was in
my 13th Dimension. This is
13 Dimensions.
It's
Yep.
pretty good. It's a good site to go to all the time. They got all kind of cool stuff. Action figures, merch. World's greatest toys are just spotlight on Mito Squeagle Spider-Man, sorry. Dig these 13 groovy costumes and props now up for auction. Oh, look at that. While you wait for the Micronauts Omnibus. 13 Micronauts
There
cover.
we go.
Right up your
There
alley.
we go. I got to put that on my birthday. Well, I guess it won't be out for my birthday, but here's the link to the article. And I get this looks like a good site for a 12th level intellect. That's why you must
What
like
link are you
it, right?
talking about? Oh, you mean this
For
site
the
here?
article. Yeah, I just found it. Yep.
I've been looking at this site for years.
No, this article. Yeah. Just
What article?
link to this article. Yep.
Oh, just this one? Yeah. 13
Yeah,
Dimension, I'm looking at that for decades. I got a buddy of mine every day sends me something from here. I've been looking at them for a long time. But yeah, there you go. So here you go. Micronauts #1, of course. Dave Cockrum cover.
That's
Number 2.
all-time classic.
And
Yep.
that's Golden. That's a classic.
Yep.
I mean, that's, yeah.
I got that.
I got that. Number 7, great one. I love this one, man. The Swamp Thing.
Man
That's
thing.
pure
Yep.
Golden. I mean, man thing, sorry.
We know what you meant. Yeah.
No.
Do you know comic books?
Never heard of. I hate comics for losers. In that case, okay, there's Captain Universe.
Yeah, I got that one signed. That was $30 to sign. Yep.
Bacon shaking.
Bacon shake.
Archie Bunker. Look, Shaken, one of Clobby's favorite, bestest buddies. Where? I didn't see Shaken. Oh, you saw it earlier in another one, yeah. This is Frank Miller.
That's
right
a great
here.
cover. God, what a great cover that is.
That'd be Frank. That's Croyer's tits.
No, that's his suit.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
It's not his patent. That's not a Croyer nipple.
This
That's
is
where
why
he
I always
hooked
like
up
this cover.
his oxygen. Yep.
Yeah, I always like this cover. Ant-Man.
Makes sense, right? Ant-Man with the Micronauts. Yeah.
Man, even back then, I hated when they would have these
The
stupid ass
10-speed racer.
win a Columbia 10-speed Formula Racer. It ruins every freaking cover.
You got to pay the
There
bills.
you go. I know they did.
Well, I hated it too.
Shit,
but
man.
You can kind of date the comics from that time though. Whenever
Yeah.
you see that, you know when those comics came out, right? I mean,
Yep.
those are kind of
75
funny.
cents was outrageous, too.
Yeah, not paying it.
Gil Kane cover.
Yeah, with the thing. Yep. What's that number? 48? Oh no, 35. Yeah.
Hmm?
No, I was just wondering. 40, number 40. Yep. Well, I'm supposed to have all my Micronauts covers memorized. I mean,
You are. Yes, sir. Next, the Untouchables. Wow.
Bug in jail. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Boisterous Bill Matlow.
Unfortunately, Bill, which most people know, had a tragic
Yeah.
accident, so he's
He did.
not been able to work and has not in the best of health, unfortunately. But I think Marvel finally paid something to his care. Finally, I think he
Yeah,
created
because of
Rocket
Rocket
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Micronauts, the new Voyagers. Did you get that?
yeah, I've got that. Yep, got every issue. I think there were 18 issues or 20 issues
Do you have this
of
issue
the
of
new
Marvel
Voyagers.
Garbage?
I don't think I have. I don't think I have that.
We used to
Better
order
put
this,
that
but
on the
everybody made
list.
fun of it. Marvel Age, no one really wanted it, but we ordered it anyway. There, the Micronauts special editions. I bought these, but they were kind of muddled up. I mean, the art was kind of. I mean, the coloring was really weird,
That's when they
but they
redid
were
them, right?
nice.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
Well, not like man, the guy who's restoring them's doing amazing, but this that was
yeah.
a nice wraparound covers to those. The Micronauts are coming. The Micronauts are coming. The Micronauts are coming. And so,
Hard to believe it was that long ago. God.
Batman's hotline. Batman. What the hell? Bronze Age Bonanza. Bronze Age. We're talking some Bronze Age earlier. Top 13 covers of May. Oh, this each cover. Wait. Let's see. What was I looking for? Killdozer. There you go, Hungry. Real Retro Cinema. Killdozer. I don't know if you heard, I was telling Hungry Boy about how my buddy of mine bought this movie from, they put, I think it was Warner Archives. He gets all those from there. I've told you about them before.
Yep, yep.
And he ordered this, and then he went to this festival where they have like the Western Festival type thingy, where they have like old Western people, old Western TV shows and stuff. Show up, and Clint Walker, who was in this, was on a Western show called Cheyenne for years. Anyway, so my friend went there and he brought this to him to get him to sign the DVD. And he's like, couldn't believe it was out on DVD. He said, "How this came out? I didn't know this came out." And he wanted to get it. So my friend, he told him how to order it. He helped him, how to order it. Killdozer is based on a 1944 novella by the legendary Theodore Sturgeon. True, yeah. But it was a TV movie. Did you ever hear of this? Marvel did a comic.
Oh yeah, wait, Killdozer. Yeah, that was that was the guy that got very, very angry about some things that were going on. We don't want to get too political here, and he basically made so it's based on a true story. He was kind of mad at City Hall, shall we say, but I don't think anyone ended up getting killed in his rampage. He basically made this bulldozer that was covered in iron plate and concrete, and he went on a rampage, and I think he knocked down like the mayor's house, and he knocked down buildings, and didn't end well for him in the end. We'll just leave it at that. But
Mr. Gas Mask, hey buddy,
hell,
good to see you, man. Herb Solo worked on Star Trek. So but isn't this about like I thought it was about a dozer that like kills people.
well, that's what it's based on. It's based on a true life story of a guy that went on a rampage. That's where they got the idea from. I was just reading about it last week, so
it's not like a haunted dozer or something.
I can't remember what the comic's about, but the
comics the comic book adapts the story.
The story, yep. From
By
Stephen
the way,
King.
Theodore Sturgeon wrote a book called It
Huh.
before Stephen King did, apparently.
That's what I said. It was like, oh, that's Stephen King. Yeah.
But the movie, I don't know what they did. So
I can't remember now, but it was just it was
I think
the true to life thing came through my
story or whatever.
Yeah, it came through my Twitter feed, and I was reading an article about it. Yeah, you remember what was the movie Tank with James Garner?
Yeah.
So something like that too, I guess. Yeah.
I think Killdozer was some kind of horror thing though, where I never got to see Killdozer. I mean, if I did, I don't remember. You have to ask Hungry Boy, but yes, Killdozer. in the film is a bulldozer possessed by an energy-based alien. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's about Martin Haymeyer.
But this
He
is
was
nothing to do with that.
he's fueled. Well, I think the idea maybe came over, or maybe it was just
Theodore Sturgeon wrote a.
or maybe I'm
science
getting
fiction
backwards.
book,
Maybe let's see,
novel.
when did this happen? Oh, maybe he copied. I'm me with my memory, but he used an armor-plated dozer to destroy 13 buildings. Maybe I'm mixing it up, but there was a
I
true
don't think
life.
this has anything to do with that story.
Probably not. No.
This is a
I
made
guess,
up.
when was that? When
This
was
is a
that
science
movie?
fiction story. Well, the movie was based on a short story or novella or whatever by Theodore Sturgeon. I'm not sure when that came out.
Oh, you know what maybe happened? They called his dozer maybe the kill dozer because of the movie. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah. And then they made a movie about it called Tread in 2019. I'm mixing up my
No problem.
stories. Yeah. Don't trust
Cool.
anything you hear on the internet.
Especially if I'm saying it, because my memory's so horrible right now. I can't remember
here's
the damn thing.
Yeah. So that's the film. So it's probably similar. Only similarity, I guess, is the idea of this massive bulldozer that does a lot of damage. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Where are we? Well, let's see here.
I got too many comics in my head, and then I got to remember
True.
real stuff too. Yeah.
Look, it's even got that look, the eyes thing. Killdozer in color, world premiere. Yeah. Wow. There you go. Clit Walker. All right. Well, that's enough of that nonsense, folks.
Yeah.
Killdozer was armed with a Barrett to I am pretty sure. It says gas mask. Armed with a Barrett 2.
A Barrett's
I'm
a
pretty
machine
sure.
gun, maybe.
Oh, a Barrett 2, I'm sure. Could be. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, Killdozer's like I said, the movie came out in the 70s based on the comic. I mean, based on the comic adapted the novel, the novel adapted the movie adapted who knows what. And Mr. Gas Mask, who we hadn't seen in a while, says he owned a plumbing business and a big company was trying to buy his land. His mayor was just pushing, and they basically messed up his business. So he spent about 2 years using concrete. Barrett is a 50 BMG big pew pew. Well, Mr. Gas Mask knows tanks and knows the stuff. So yeah, I like that movie Tank because of James Garner.
Tank was good. Yeah.
I'd seen that forever. I saw it at the theater when it came out in 1984.
I just love the idea of tanks squashing vehicles. I just love the
the
trailer for that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what. It has been a long day. Unless you have anything you want to present to us.
No, we don't want to. I did maybe have one enabling thing that came across the wires today. Let's see if I can find it. Let me go to my other tab here. I thought there was something kind of cool enabling that what was it?
Killdozer, like the thing that goes there. Clobby, novella, then film, then Silver Age comic, then John Cubby, The Greatness in 1982. Love it.
So
a good tank movie is The Beast of War, most realistic one made, and a pretty decent story with good action, says Mr. Gas Mask. Well, thank you for that recommendation. Appreciate that.
I'll have to check that out. Yep.
There you go.
I love tanks. Yep.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Oh no, tanks are in big General
tanks.
Patton fan. Yeah.
Get it?
Yep.
Okay, what you got?
We do a quick enabling here. Quick enabling.
What did you do now?
Two enabling things. Well, so this is comic book night, right? So Space 1999.
What is the dealio on 50 smackles?
Yeah, well, sorry about that. I can't control the price,
No,
but it's Jerry Anderson,
right.
and it's let's see. Do they have any more details about it?
This is a comic, though.
It's a comic, yeah, hardback graphic novel. So it's hardcover. To Everything That Was connects years 1 and 2 of Space 1999 with an exciting narrative by Andrew E.C. Gasca spread across 300 plus pages. Okay, so it's 300 plus pages. Features carefully curated strips from the American Charlton comic series and British looking issues being remastered in unpublished works by comic legends such as John Byrne, Shan Julian,
Oh,
and
okay.
Joe Staton. Includes material left out of the 2013
Staten.
release, including a first ever look at the unproduced Space 1999 Season 3 graphic novel series by Blam Ventures. First time this book has been available for a decade. Devised as an alternative to the original 70s strips rather than any sort of replacement, fans are provided with a unique and exciting overarching narrative written by Gasca, writer of 2 Planet Apes novels and a multi-award winning alien role-playing game. So yeah, that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 336 pages. It's being published now, and it's got some metric sizing here, so I don't know what that means. What's 300 by 196? What's 300?
It's a big book.
300 millimeters.
That's a big book, and
inches.
it's probably a thick ass book. So got a lot of stuff in that. So that's reprints of the Charlton. Well, 336 pages. It's got to be reprints of the Charlton stuff with Byrne and others. So that's pretty nifty if you're a Space 1999 fan.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say jump on it.
I thought it looked pretty good. Yep. So here, let me put the link in so everyone can be enabled.
If they want that, and if you're a Space 1999 fan, it's a big book probably, so it's probably not a bad price.
Yeah, of course it's coming from England, so the shipping's going to be expensive. But check that out, and always check out Jerry Anderson's stores. Great stuff there. So he's always got cool. Like who doesn't need a Thunderbird 2 bottle opener? I mean, why not? I mean, that's awesome. So that's just fun. Just check out, you can check out his UFO stuff, and better not tell Raquel about this. I think we showed her this one time.
Have you showed her this site?
I think I did.
I think she went nuts on the.
I think she did.
Look at the Blu-ray set. Hey, the Blu-ray set's not
I love
bad.
that.
But that's
$54.
reason B.
Yeah, there's 2 editions of the Blu-ray, and I think, well, this one's sold out. So I think one version was better than the other for some reason. I'm not sure. I tried to read about it, and I can't. There are two releases of the Blu-ray,
Right.
so I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe this is the newer version. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me, but. Maybe it's just new packaging.
It's irrelevant.
But digitally remastered. I know, but you can find it on the eBay. The new DVD box takes up far less shelf space than the old DVD sets. So I'm not sure what. Maybe 8 discs, and this is. Maybe someone knows. Yep. Yes, Hungry Bar Lady Penelope Rock. That's for sure. Yep. 6 discs. I'm not sure what. Oh, maybe that. Oh, you know what they did? They redid the sound. This version, that was a difference. This version, they redid the audio, digitally remastered. I think maybe that was the difference.
To what end?
Well, so it sounds better. You always got to change things and make things better. Yep.
Yeah, the one on the left is a CD set. Says Chris.
This is DVD. Oh, this is Blu-ray. Okay. Oh, this is Blu-ray. Okay, there we go.
They're probably the same except for this thing.
And there's a CD soundtrack. Yep. Oh, this is higher res. Yeah, this is the Blu-ray version. Okay, this is the one you want anyway. Yep. Thank you, Chris. No, Chris is 100% right.
Thanks,
yeah,
Chris.
this is the standard definition. You don't want this one. You want this one, the Blu-ray. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it won't play in region 1 though.
Well, I can get it to play on my computer and convert it, and then burn Blu-rays off of that. But there's ways around that. But yeah. Yeah, fans, you always got to change things. And now, one other quick enabling since the Flash is coming out, right? Well, but we really like the Batman.
Yeah,
so this is a new Lego set. It's only $400. So here's so it's pretty wild design. So you've got this Bat Cave box, I guess, with the Batmobile in it with all the figures, and so I guess it opens up like this, which is pretty darn wild, I think. So let's see if I go. Does that go full screen? So it's perfect for any living room because you can just fold it up flat like that.
What? Okay.
So it opens up
cool.
to be the Batcave. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
See,
I
look
like
how
it. Like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
A lot. A lot.
I'll have to clip that for you too. So when Retro Blasting's on, you got to talk about his Lego obsession with Lego Indiana Jones. I think he's got a Lego problem lately.
Does he?
Yes, he's been doing some beautiful work with the.
Oh yeah.
He bought like 4 sets, and he made one. One the.
I've seen
really
so
cool
he does
setup.
like some Legos. He said that's cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was joking. He's like, he didn't want to get too into the Legos, but yeah. So that's only $400. But if you win the lottery, people, I don't know. It's kind of cool and not. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I guess you could close it and open it up like an old school play set. Of course, back in the day, our play sets were kids in the 70s were made out of cardboard and they cost $20. So this is $400. I don't know what parent is going to let their kids, I guess, maybe play with it. But yeah. Steven says, does it come with a box signed by Michael Keaton? No, that one costs $1,000 probably. Yeah. That just came out though. Yeah.
Wow. Pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. Yep. Looks pretty. I thought it looked pretty good. Yep. Looked pretty fun.
Yes, sir. Wow. Oh my goodness.
No, Phantom, it does not come put together. You have to put it together.
Yeah, no. What would be this? What would be the point of Legos that came put together? You silly Billy. You silly.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah, you silly face. Fancy. Damn it, Fancy. Oh, shit. Well, I'll tell you what, dude. I guess we should start moseying on out of here. Kept everybody long enough, and I didn't do anything at all tonight. So, where's the Ezra Miller Secret Cave Lego set? Says Bush. I don't know. Maybe you have to go to like on special online.
It's hidden.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. One never knows. So, let's see here. What's up? Do you have anything coming up?
Well, obviously, just the
tomorrow night.
Clubhouse coming up, and tomorrow night, we've got Toxic Tuesday. I think we got Toxic Tuesday.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know if Nick is back or not.
If you don't know, then nobody knows.
Yeah, well, I do all the back end of the show, so no show without me. I forgot what the movie was.
Oh shoot!
What?
I don't know. What could it be?
Yeah, let's see here.
I mean, if you didn't tell you by now, there's no way.
He told me, but I'm forgetting because my memory is horrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see what the next movie was. Yeah. I'm scrolling through the Twitter. Come on, there's too much Twitter in here. I think it's the Desperado sequel. Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Okay. You better be sure if you got a good chop of movie.
I'm looking at my Toxic Tuesday Twitter feed. So that we have a stage, backstage for the show.
Right.
And that's the joke that I was right about. I do the wrong movie, whatever. Yep. So, yep.
Well, shite. There you go.
Oh, yep. So, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yep. With so that's the sequel to Desperado. Yep. Or El Mariachi.
Has he done Gran Torino yet? No, you got to see.
I don't think so. No. We haven't done a lot of Clint, other than. We've done a few, couple of Dirty Harrys. I don't think we've done any Clint westerns yet, or, yeah. So there's plenty of time to. Yeah, I don't think we have. Yeah,
Gran Torino would be one, but yeah, there's a lot of Clint.
I love Gran Torino. Yeah,
a lot of Clint.
Get off my lawn. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Hungry Boy. Man, dude, see. He replaced the chief engineer tonight by reminding me about the poll. Thank you, HB. I will do that right now. All
You're
right.
hired.
Yeah, you're hired. You have his job. As Bucker Bonds, I would say. Okay, ending the poll now. The question, and I've asked it before, I think it's been a while, was which is your favorite age of comics? In first place, at 41%, is the Bronze Age of comics. I would have voted that as well. Finally, something I would have voted for won. In second place, the Silver Age comes in with 27%. In third place, the lovely Golden Age is 19%, and the Copper is in at the last spot and with 11%. And that's 36 votes. Thank you all for voting. I appreciate that. Was it Hungry Boy? For shame. Let me know when you get to Pale Rider. Oh, says Christopher.
Yeah.
Well, so
Love
that was
Pale Rider.
so that vote was interesting. I mean, I'm a Bronze Age baby. It's not like it's a participation trophy thingy, but because did you know that the NFL back in the 60s, sports balling it again, used to have a runner-up game, a runner-up bowl?
No.
Yeah.
For real? Yeah.
Throughout the decade of the 60s, they had a game that was played after the championship game. Before there was a Super Bowl, it was the NFL championship.
Yeah.
It was played the other teams that didn't make it would play for third place. The winner would be the third place team.
Wow.
But it was done like as a benefit exhibition thing, and they hated it. Especially Vince Lombardi really hated it. He said that's a shit game. That's for losers. He was the one. He was the one famous for saying there's no second place. There's only first and there's last.
Yeah.
And if you didn't win, you're in last place. And so he hated it. But yeah, he called it the loser bowl. Yeah, D-Bud knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, but yeah, it was a runner-up game. They called it the runners-up bowl, but he called it the loser bowl. But he had to play in it one year. I think he won it though. And it's just hilarious. The hilarious thing is, the team that won it the most, I think, was the Lions. Like 3 years.
Oh God.
The most snake bit team ever, just about. But yeah, it was, and then of course they played with every one of them at the Orange Bowl in Miami. Way before Miami had a team. Then when Miami got a team, the interest in it started kind of waning a little bit, and eventually, when the merger happened, they just stopped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now the Pro Bowl is flag football. It's
carried over. Yeah, Pro Bowl's ruined too, but that carried. That when it became the Pro Bowl, started to be playing there and stuff. That started the tradition of the Pro Bowl being coached by the two teams that lost the championship game, the conference championship games. But yeah, sorry about the sports ball, everybody.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Hungry Boy wants me to do John Madden. I don't know if I can do John Madden.
Can you? You can't do John Madden. No one can do John Madden around here. Brett Favre is really the greatest player of all time. I don't even know any other players anymore because how great Brett Favre is. Okay, can't do Madden like Caliendo does. That Frank Caliendo was good at him.
Yeah, so Madden, I mean, was just he was a phenomenal broadcaster and a great legendary coach too. But of course, he's probably more popular now for Madden football, which is hysterical when you think about it. And he didn't never played the game once, I'm guessing. But I knew someone who knew one of his, somehow got to his house or knew someone who knew him. He's like, we were playing Madden football in John Madden's house one time. But I don't think John Madden, I'm guessing, never picked up a joystick. Don't quote me on that, but my favorite sports game was Front Page Sports Football, which was phenomenal.
I remember that one.
That came in. Oh, it was great. It was
before the Sega one, Joe Montana Sega game.
This was a PC game, and you could make your own players and teams and customize everything and set up plays and manage it. And then they lost out on the rights. When Madden got the
anytime something has a monopoly, EA Monopoly ruined football games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the Dreamcast?
Yeah, Sega Dreamcast. Yeah.
Google what?
Well, Google Front Page Sports Football. It was the first good football game. Oh, It was
Cool.
so good.
I like the dream. We
Oh,
had the
so good.
Dreamcast football prime time, whatever. But no, it's yeah, they ruined it. You know, when I went to the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton, they have a whole wing for all every year's Madden game,
Yeah.
and you could play. I guess and play them. So
Yeah, it's fun. No, I mean, football is really great on the computer. Hockey's probably my favorite on the computer. I think just because of the speed of the game and the way it goes. But football is just a lot of fun to play football. And then we had this game in. I'll just show a couple pictures of it. We played this game in college, so we had to set up a league, and the graphics
Football
are really
98.
great for back then. Yeah, they have it on. That's a later version. They had it as early as 9. Here's the
I
92
miss
version.
playing football games.
It was Dynamix, who were great publisher. They had some great tank games actually, Dynamix, and they also had some good simulations. Yeah, I think 98 maybe that was the last year.
Yeah, Dreamcast
Then they
was
lost.
cool.
Then I think they
Yeah.
lost the franchise to Madden bought them
EA.
out, and then
EA EA got it. It's Monopoly. It was over. Turn to shit.
yeah.
I like the
This
Sega.
this game added rain and snow to the game. It was like the first game one of the first ever that you could play in the snow. It was so. Oh damn! It was good. Sorry, I'm reminiscing, but it was just.
No.
And the
I hear
3D
you.
graphics. The 3D graphics were for back then.
NFL
it
Blitz.
was
I
pretty
remember
good.
that.
Yeah, Blitz was good. That was a
Yeah.
that was an arcade game. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
one
it
where
was
you're
an
on the.
arcade game. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a classic too.
I played that a little bit. I just want my old Madden game back when it was had good enough graphics, and then you could create your own team and stuff, and just sit there and just relax. It was very relaxing to be able to play. And
Yep.
now I still have the latest one I have is from a few years ago, and I'm
You don't
tempted to
like
get
it,
to
right?
pull that out and just play it anyway, because just to play and have a game to play.
Well, a lot of these old games you can get, they're abandonware. I mean, they're not as easy to get them to work. But look, Barry Sanders was on the cover, 96. You don't remember this one at all?
Oh yeah, I mean no, I don't remember, but I mean
No. Well, you were a console. You were never a PC person, I guess, right?
I mean
So,
no, I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen that one, but or maybe I
yeah,
have.
this was only on the PC. It was never on a
okay.
never on console. Yeah. So that was one of my all-time favorite games. Yeah.
Looks pretty cool, that's for sure. I miss football.
was-
They were sports balling again. Better cut it out.
God, 30-year-old game. Gee. Talking
30
about
years. Jesus.
came on floppies.
Oh, crap. Yeah. Well, everyone, I want to thank you all for hanging with me tonight. I want to thank, of course, the great J-Man for our earlier feature. We had a fantastic time. I know I did on Earth B. It was a lot of fun. J-Man's just, I hope you recovered if you're out there, J-Man, from how wackadoodle this story was. Dude, I mean, it was, I was afraid I was going to have you committed there a couple of times. Like how crazy it made us. Just kidding. But it was, holy crap. It was wacky. Jesus Christ. That man was, I don't know what drugs the dude was on.
Some good ones, I
But it
guess.
was-
Right?
I guess, because, man, that dude, I mean, this story, what we're talking about? What is it with this guy with his obsession with drug dealers or criminal? He never had his, on this book, he almost never had supervillains. They're always stupid drug dealers or drug lords or crime lords or crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just dictators, and it's just weird. This guy, he wrote dumb stories, man, but he contradicted himself from one page to the next. I mean, it's like, man, kids read this stuff. Shut up, man. Anyway, but it was a lot of fun ripping the crap out of that one. We'll be back with another one soon, of course. But anyway, let's see. Show notes, everybody. I'll be with Tom and the gang Tuesdays and Thursday nights over at Midnight's Edge After Dark, of course. Wednesday night with Loki and the gang. For the Comic Book Roundtable, 7 p.m. Central. And, of course, Wednesday night, right back here, same Clobby time, same Clobby channel. I'll have my great friend Michael French of Retro Blasting hanging out. We'll talk something. We'll talk team up as usual. A CT Retro Blasting team up, which is always great. And it's always amazing hanging out with him on Wildcard Wednesday night. And then, of course, that clubhouse will be in session. We will talk some, we'll review some.
Well, we got UFO,
tomorrow.
right?
We'll have UFO. And
Did you pick the comic book?
Review a Trek comic. I gotta work on that. I'll talk to you about it after we get done with.
Okay.
So there's that, and then of course, Friday night I'll be hanging with my buddy Nicholas, as always, on his 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser Comic Shop Talk. And then there's Saturday night Star Trek 4, more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and that's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And of course, as we did last night, the Geekery should be in session again, right?
It will be, yeah.
10 p.m. Eastern.
Looking, I better schedule that on the StreamYards. Yep.
Always fun, love it, and had a great time last night hanging. And then there's
it was a great show. Yep. A lot of fun.
Then there's and of course back to the grind of J Man's channel next week, starting back on 6 p.m. Central, reviewing Legion of Superheroes appearances with J Man and Sean. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank the wrenchers, the great Eric K, the great Chris Persia, the great D Bud Martin, the great Lord Thought, the great J Man, the great Arch HB, Hungry Boy, the great Kal-El, the great Matty Steady, the great Fatty Outside in there, and the great Max Fred Stoon. Listen here. But anyway, and everyone else, thank you so much for being with me tonight. I really appreciate you hanging out with us on both streams tonight. It was a lot of fun. I hope to see you here again Wednesday night for hanging out with Michael Fresh from Retro Blasting. Until then, I hope this started your weekend, or I hope your weekend started well and will continue to be fantastic leading up to Father's Day weekend.
And my birthday, too. Yeah.
And, more importantly, of course, your birthday. Good night, everybody.
It's always Father's Day weekend. Yep. Good night, everyone.
Yep. Yeah, of course, that's the most important part. Good night, everybody.
Clobberin time! Clobberonimo! It's clobberin' time! Clobberonimo! I just love clobberin' time!